Hi, and welcome back. Today I'd like to talk about preparation. So you want to try to lose some weight. We all do, or at least I think we all do. Or just get in shape, get in some good exercise. So what are some of the things you need to do to prepare for this new venture? I've written down a few things that have come to my mind. I thought I'd share those with you. There are things that I'm going to be looking at when I'm moving forward. The first thing you need to come up with is a schedule. So believe it or not, you just can't willy-nilly go out and start to exercise. You need to be able to carve out some time in your day, whatever that may be. If you normally do a load of laundry at home, for example, and you just sit and wait for the laundry to finish, or you're too concerned about when it's going to finish, that's usually a good time to go and do other things. When I start a load of laundry, that can take 45 minutes just to wash the clothes, and then another 30 minutes or so to dry the clothes. 45 minutes is a long time. If you're walking, you could probably walk about 3 miles at a regular pace. This is not running or jogging. This is simply walking. Typically, you can walk a mile in about 15 minutes. So figure out where you might be able to carve some time. For me, it's when I wake up in the morning. I have 30 minutes where I can go walk my dog. And then during the day, I find time in my work time to carve out a half hour here or a half hour there. I don't need to take the full hour for lunch, for example. Since I'm usually eating at my desk anyway, I might as well take 2 half-hour spots, one in the early morning and then one in the middle afternoon, and do some exercise during that time. I find that works pretty well. So figure out when you want to do your exercise. I would make a minimum of 30 minutes a day, and if you can do more than that, that's great. But I would start out with somewhere around 30 minutes. Again, you have to schedule your time. The next thing to consider is what kind of stuff do you want to get for your exercise routines. Well, I have found a fitness tracker works really well. I have a Galaxy Active smartwatch, which I've been using now for the last year and a half now. And the nice thing about it is it will automatically keep track of my steps that I take throughout the day, so I don't have to worry about it. Nor do I have to record it, because it'll automatically record it for me, especially if I sync it with my phone. So I would look at purchasing a fitness tracker. You do not need to do this. This is for my benefit. I found it really useful. The other thing that this watch will do is it will remind me, hey, you've been sitting for an hour without really any activity. You need to get up and stretch and do some activity to keep things moving. So that's a really nice feature to have as well. As I mentioned, in pairing with these, you might have a smartphone. I would say most people have some kind of smartphone that they use, whether it be an iPhone or other Android type device. So pair those up and use those to measure and track your fitness. On my phone, for example, I have a fitness tracker that allows me to record my weight. It will record my heartbeat. It will record my activity throughout the day. And there are also dozens of apps that you can download to your phone and use those for tracking your fitness. You will find that it's very useful if you track your fitness, because then you can see your progress as we go along. So I track my weight. So when I wake up in the morning and I weigh myself, I will write down that weight. No matter what it is, you write it down. Some days it'll be lower. Some days it'll be higher. Again, it's not about the day-to-day tracking that you're worried about. It is the long-range tracking that we are concerned with. So how do things end up at the end of a week? If you start out here at 200 pounds, at the end of the week, what are you? If you're 205, then something's going on. You need to address it. You're going in the wrong direction. If you're trying to stay with the program of what you're trying to do, it'll probably be lower. One thing on programs I want to mention, I'm going to sidetrack here for a minute. There are dozens and dozens of different programs out there. I don't particularly follow any program whatsoever. If you find something that works for you, then stick with it. Simple as that. Some people will fully jump onto something because it works for them. The keto diet. This is working great for me. I've lost 50 pounds. You should try it. So you might try it. It might work for you. It might not. So not one thing works for everybody. The one thing that does work for everybody is managing your calorie intake and exercise. So watch what you eat, diet, and exercise. One way or the other, those two things together will help you in achieving your goals. So again, I don't follow a single program. I come up with things. I've researched a lot of things, viewed a lot of videos, and I just kind of do what works for me. I don't have any scientific background behind it, and we'll just see how it works out in the long run. Again, thanks for joining me on this journey, but that's how it's going to be. So getting back to the stuff that you want to get, the other items you need to consider are your clothes. What are you going to wear? I'm not going to wear this if I'm trying to jog or exercise or lift weights, stretch. I'm not going to wear my jeans, although if that's all you got, then that's all you got, okay? So just go with what you got. If you want to be a little bit more comfortable and relaxed in how you do things, the first thing I would probably get is a pair of either CrossFit or running shoes. Now the shoes I kind of get, I've actually got a new pair coming that will come tomorrow, so I'll share those. But I get something with a nice layer of foam. This is a New Balance set of shoes that I bought off of Amazon. And I looked up some reviews. So there's a good resource for you, is on YouTube. Yeah, this channel. Not this channel, but just YouTube as the platform. There are thousands and thousands of reviews out there. You will find someone who you like and that seem to be providing valuable information. I have a few of my own, and I'll probably post some of their links either on this video or somewhere in my library under this channel. But find a pair of shoes that fit well for you. I personally like something with a layer of foam that provides a good level of cushion. I think I have what they call a neutral running stride. These shoes, however, when I bought them, you know, they've got good tread. They're really lightweight. They've got a really nice breathable mesh up front here. The laces work really well. Believe it or not, laces are important. The things that were kind of weird was on the front of my foot, these seem to bind. CrossFit shoes or a pair of running shoes. I probably wouldn't suggest anything else at this time, so that's what I would look into. The other thing is your clothes. So personally, for me, when I go walking or running, I like to wear bright colors. going to be in the direction that I'm looking. So that's why I got one of those. And again, relatively inexpensive. You can find this on Amazon. But for my clothing, I get a nice pair of shorts. Again, not flashy. They've got some other alluring colors. I'll wear a bright shirt. This is what I wear in summer. For the winter, I'll wear these over some like compression pants. So these are compression pants. They fit over your body, your legs, not your whole body. Fit over your legs. These stripes will be reflective, so they will bounce off the lights. So I'll wear these in the morning in the wintertime. It'll be 30 degrees outside. And I don't have a problem with being too cold. They work really well. And I would suggest getting a pair of those. They also provide a nice compression to your legs, so that works out nicely. And then, obviously, because I don't want my body to freeze, I've got a body warmth, and then of course there's two other items you want to get if you're out walking or jogging. You want two different other items. One is a pair of gloves. You want a pair of gloves because your hands are going to get cold. Just naturally in cold weather, your extremities will restrict, the blood will be pulled out of your hands, so you want to wear some gloves to keep them warm, and wear a hat or something to cover your ears. Okay, so at least cover your ears, or get a cap that covers your ears, and that'll keep you warm if you're going out in the cold weather. So that's what I would suggest. And then on top of clothing, you might want to look at purchasing, again, these are all you don't need to do, but I like wearing a pair of wireless earbuds. I have a pair of wireless earbuds that I bought from a company called Bragi, B-R-A-G-I, and they were the best pair of earbuds that I ever had. And unfortunately they went out of business. Their software was great. Someone else will start to provide that. They fit really great. They provided outside noise to be able to channel through, or you can cut it off completely. Really well. Lasts a long time. Really great. You can also buy cheap earbuds, but those are $350, I think, a pair. You can also find some cheaper earbuds. So whatever works for you, I would highly suggest getting some. They will keep you entertained. You can listen to podcasts while you're doing your exercise. You can listen to music. You have to take a phone call. You can take a phone call. So there's dozens and dozens of earbuds out there. Again, check YouTube, do some research. Buy them on Amazon. They're usually on Amazon. And the return on Amazon is really easy. Because hopefully you're going to be changing your diet. Now, as I mentioned in my first introduction video, I have a problem with sugar and jelly beans. So this is the last time I'm going to see a cup of jelly beans in my office or at my house, because that goes out. No more can you eat sugary treats. Now, I'm not saying forever, but for right now, I have to cut out sugary treats. Will I have maybe in my coffee? I'll probably get that. Will I have a big cup of jelly beans? I will have that. Again, will I have a big box of donuts? alternative to nibble on. And that's going to be a key. Breakfast, for me, breakfast, I usually have a protein bar. So I'll have either a chicken bar or get a special protein bar. And I'll have one of these for breakfast. That's it. That's all I need. I don't need anything else. Cheddar, sharp cheddar cheese. I can eat milk products. I know some people can't. Some people have a gluten intolerance. I'm sorry, lactose intolerance. So you have to find something else. But there are other alternatives. Yes, you have to prepare some of these things. So again, this comes into scheduling your time. Have to prepare it the night before, or you prepare it on Sunday night. For the rest of the week, you get out, you go to the store, you buy a stalk of celery, and you cut them up, you put them in plastic baggies for the week. That's what you do. So that's preparation. You have to do that. What are you going to do for lunch? I don't know. That's a tough one. A lot of people go out to fast food joints, or I used to go out every day when I was at work, and I would go, and I don't know how I did this, but I would go to lunch, and I would order a $12, $15 lunch. And it would be cheeseburger, fries, soft drink. I can't imagine how many carbs I was throwing down my stomach every day. So, the other thing to consider is maybe protein shakes. So you want to go out and find some good protein, like a good whey protein. In powder form, you can buy this at Costco. It's relatively inexpensive. It'll last a long time. You mix this in a mixer or a cup mixer. You can mix it with fruit. I mix it with almond milk, the unsweetened kind. You can get just a regular flavor or vanilla. Mix it up, and that'll help fill you. It's got protein, and the protein, if you're doing weights and things, you gotta have protein in your weight. Steaks, if you get a low-fat steak, not a lot of fat on it. Chicken, good source. I like the white bread. Chicken, put that on a barbecue, very good. You can chop it up, put it in salad. Salad's really good. And then some fruits. So you have to find out what kind of fruits you should eat. Not all fruits are going to be good for you. You have to come back to which ones you might want to avoid. This is the other problem, is you're going to hear different things from different people. I've heard bananas are good for you, and then I've heard bananas are bad for you. So, who are you going to believe? I don't know. So you just got to try things, see how it works out. Nothing's going to happen overnight.